Blonde Brunson is the man.
Blonde Brunson undefeated.
Well, I mean, that's right. A lot's been made of Blonde Brunson, but also the change in your training camp. What really can you explain as far as the difference in your career?
Man, those guys at Sanford MMA, and also my training in the past, my gym back at home at Brunson MMA Fitness, we do a good job of keeping me healthy, getting to my camps, and all the guys before, even like Greg Jackson, those guys really helped me out. Henry Hoover, Greg Jones, those guys are just topping it off, helping me make the strongest push in my career.
These guys aren't putting respect on your name. This is the third hype train in a row we had to derail. Like, these guys are, every person they give you, they're all just like counting you out, counting you out, counting you out. How does it feel now knowing that now people are starting to realize this guy's a beast? He's not going to just get walked through. They try to give Holland to you. They try to give Shabazian. Now it's Darren Till, and you walk through every single one of them. How does it feel now?
I feel good, I just got to keep that momentum going forward. I've been fighting for a long time. I'm good everywhere. I'm a black belt in BJJ, All-American wrestler, solid stand-up. So I just want to showcase wherever the fight go, I'm good there. I'm always hunting for submissions, ground and pound, and all. I can get it mixing with the strikes too, This camp I was a little injured, so I didn't really get all the sparring in I needed to. The last 3 weeks, I didn't get the spar and kind of, just hitting pads, running, conditioning, stuff like that. So, going forward, we're going to be a lot sharper in the stand-up and showing good things.
What's the next for you, man? I know they asked you inside the octagon. The obvious choice is you want Izzy, you want the belt. If that fight's taken, if Paulo Costa versus Marvin Vettori happens, are you willing to say, I'm going to let some of my momentum die if time goes on? Or would you be willing to take a Jared Cannonier, or do you have something else in mind? Man,
I gave Costa so many opportunities. Me and Costa were supposed to fight like this fight. I called for him, that's the guy number 2 in the division. So if I beat him, what does that put me? Exactly next. I could have even jumped Whitaker. I beat number 2. The guy, he didn't sign the contract. So, I'm left with Till. So, Cannonier, I have no beef with Cannonier. Izzy beat me. I was ranked higher than him about 4 or 5 years ago. We had a hurricane going on. My whole town was flooded. I didn't get to train for like 2 weeks and boom, straight to the fight. That was the hardest weight cut of my life. He got the job done, no excuses. But, I've been working every year, every day for this opportunity to get back to this spot, and I strung together some fights.
So, you do want to sit 5 fights. I mean, that's so impressive in this tough division. You'd rather just sit and wait and possibly get that next title shot.
I wouldn't mind sitting. I can wait till next March or so, Like I said, I've been working. I'm not the youngest guy in this division, and I've been working really hard for this moment. And like I said, I asked for Costa, who was number 2. Like, all this stuff was planned, to go out there and beat the highest guy, so there was no denying. I'm on a 5-fight winning streak. All the guys above lost, so yeah, I definitely want to rewrite that fight.
How was the injury? You mentioned an injury coming into this fight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. I had the nurse. I had a bruise, rib. I thought it was broke. I get to camp down at Sanford and I got kicked. And it's funny, the UFC cameras was there. So they got all the footage, I got kicked in the ribs real hard. And, I like, and a guy doubled up and like kicked me straight to my ribs. And I thought it was just broke. I couldn't even breathe for like a whole week. And like I said, the last 3 weeks, I couldn't even spar. I just kind of had to hit pads and condition and stuff like that. So just, if I had that look, I got guys like Tyrone Spong, Jason Jackson, all these guys who are like serious stand-up guys that can get me ready for like these tough fights. Tyrone Spong, he's multiple time one of the baddest kickboxers ever. So having a guy to get me ready, but I couldn't even get my sparring and stuff just because of the injury. So yeah, next fight will be a lot sharper.
You shouted out your wife and your kids. I know you spend time away from them.
Yeah.
What's it like now to go back home with a victory like this in a fight?
It's awesome, man. This camp had a lot of adversity. As soon as I get to my camp, my mom and my dad both had COVID, and they both got sent to the hospital. And I called my mom when I'm leaving on a Sunday to get to Florida, and my mom was like, your dad just went to the hospital. I'm like, dang. And she sounded real weak because they both had COVID. And when somebody is sick, the other person take care of the other person. So, I called my mom. I was like, hey, how are you feeling? Have you ate or anything? She's like, no, I haven't ate. I don't have any energy. There's nobody to take care of her. So I'm like, hey, okay, call you back in 2 hours, and I'm calling the ambulance. Call my sister, we call the ambulance. They rushed to the hospital, and yeah, man, she was close to dying, So like, man, this camp had a lot of adversity, but we keep pushing. My family pushed through. My kids at home, my wife. So yeah, man.
If they're watching right now, what do you say to them?
Hey, thank all you guys for letting me live this dream, man. It's been great.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.